Hi everybody, this is the third of 3 videos going over the simple vowel system of classical Attic, the dialect of the Athenians, in the kind of mid to late classical period. And if you want to know why I'm choosing that period, you can look at the first video. And if you want to know why I often use contrasting English words, 2 different English words that are close to each other, you can also look at an earlier video about what English does with vowel length in certain positions. So we've got 12 simple vowels in Attic. We are going to do the last 3 in this video. My name is Stephen. I've been teaching ancient Greek for over 25 years, and I hope this helps you. So we've got 2 vowels at the very bottom of the mouth, and they are ah and ah, long alpha and short alpha. In my version of English, these words with this sound are often spelled with an O. So bod, short for body, or bot, short for robot. Bod and bot are a long alpha and a short alpha. So in Attic, you have something like ara, where the first alpha is long and the second alpha is short. You also have ara, where both alphas are short. Then as we move, sort of turn the corner to go up the back of the mouth, we've got a very similar situation to what's going on in the front of the mouth. In the front of the mouth, we had these 3 E vowels. We had epsilon iota, epsilon, and then eta. And that is from height down to, from highest down to lowest in the front. We've also got a situation where epsilon iota, the sound that's spelled that way, E, and eta are long, and then in between them is a short vowel, epsilon. In the back of the mouth, we have the same kind of thing. We have lowest and long is the omega, then above that and short is an omicron, and then above that is the sound spelled omicron upsilon, which is oo. So what does an omega sound like, and how does it differ from an omicron? Well, I don't have this as a simple vowel in English in my dialect, the omega sound. But if I say a word like core or cord, where there's an R after that O, if I don't get to the R, then that is really close to what an ancient omega was. So kol, o, nice and long, o, and kind of drop down in the back of the mouth, lips rounded for the O. So kol. So I can distinguish this in Attic Greek, something like otos, which is a kind of owl, but you got an omega and an omicron in the same vowel, or hoto, where you have a short omicron at the beginning of that word, and then the second syllable has an omega. This also contrasts things like hodon, road in the accusative singular, versus hodon, which is roads in the plural possessive, right? Roads with an apostrophe S. So we started in the first video with oo, which is at the top and the back. We dropped a little bit into omicron. We went forward across the top of the mouth to iota and upsilon, both long and short for both of those. Then down to the front of the mouth, epsilon, iota, epsilon, and then eta. We dropped to the very bottom center of the mouth for ah, long, and ah, short, alpha, long and short. And then we pulled back up into o for omega, o for omicron, and we have done the loop. So those are the simple vowels of Attic Greek. And if you can get something like that, then you have a sense of why Greek is spelled the way it is. You don't have to be perfect and use these if you don't want to. On the other hand, if you want to use a reconstructed pronunciation, then one of the advantages of this is that it allows you to make the same distinctions in pronunciation that the ancient Athenians were making, and that made them spell their language the way that they did, so that you can maintain distinctions between u and e, upsilon. You can maintain distinctions between e and a, the 3 front vowels, the E vowels there, and you can maintain a distinction between an omega, a big O, and an omicron, a small O.